The story opens on a chilly evening in London, where the spotlights shine brightly on a prestigious film event. Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan, two famous stars of Outlander, reunited on the red carpet, attracting all eyes and attention from the global media. More importantly, this was the first time they appeared together publicly since Caitriona officially divorced Tony McGill, a musician who had been with her for many years. Tony McGill, who always kept his composure in front of the media, this time could not hide his disappointment. In the quiet apartment, he quietly watched the TV screen showing the event live, where Caitriona and Sam smiled happily, exchanging intimate glances. Although he had heard many rumors about the special relationship between his ex-wife and her co-star, this image still made him feel pain. Not only is it the pain of an ex-husband seeing his wife shine with someone else, but it is also the feeling of helplessness when seeing the previous efforts to preserve the marriage become meaningless. Tony recalls the days when the two tried to mend their ways after long-standing conflicts, from Caitriona's busy schedule to the gap in their ideals. But in the end, he could not keep a woman who belonged to the world of the spotlight and complicated relationships in the entertainment industry. Rumors about Sam Heughan being the third person have been circulating for a long time, although both Caitriona and Sam have denied it. But the unusual chemistry between them, from backstage to interviews, makes outsiders unable to help but suspect. Tony has asked Caitriona directly about this many times, but she only answers with cold silence, making him feel like he is a stranger in the life of the woman he loves. Tonight, when he saw Caitriona in a pure white dress, smiling brightly next to Sam in a formal suit, Tony seemed to realize a bitter truth. Maybe, that man was the one who always made her happy, not him. All those years together, the efforts to cultivate, were finally defeated by an indescribable feeling between the two co-stars. In a fit of depression, Tony called his close friend, musician Oliver, to confide his feelings. His voice dropped, filled with disappointment. "Maybe I lost from the start, Oliver. How can an ordinary person like me keep a star who flies so far like her?" Oliver sighed, comforting. "Tony, you didn't lose. It's just that you're not the last person in her story. Sometimes we're just short chapters in someone's life." Tony was silent for a long time, feeling each sentence like a needle stabbing straight into his heart. He knew he had to let go, but the past still held him back with sweet memories. He remembered the times Caitriona cried on his shoulder when she was too stressed with work, the evenings they spent together enjoying wine, discussing music and movies, and the romantic trips when they hadn't been swept away by life. But now, all that was in the past. Caitriona had chosen her path, a path with Sam Heughan as her companion. Maybe they were just co-stars, maybe they were more, but that didn't matter anymore. What mattered was that she had found new joy, while Tony was still stuck in unanswered questions. The next day, the media was filled with images of Caitriona and Sam walking hand in hand on stage to receive the award for Best Acting Couple of the Year. The audience applauded endlessly, and social media exploded with compliments and admiration for the beautiful friendship between the two stars. But somewhere, in the hidden corner of a small coffee shop, Tony quietly put down the newspaper, sipping his bitter coffee. He knew that life had to go on. He would return to the studio, continue writing music, and find a new chapter for himself. But in the long, quiet nights, the memory of Caitriona would forever be a haunting note in the music of his life. And perhaps, that was the price that anyone who loved a star had to pay, loving someone who belonged to the light, while he would forever be just a shadow behind.